absolutely nothing.
Yes, there it is.
And there it is, the Von Flue chop.
That's the tap. Clear as day. Cory McKenna.
Yeah, obviously, like when I watch tape, when I'm offered the opponent, I'm excited by any matchup. You know, I just like to get in there and fight. So whoever they offered, really. But yeah, when I watch some tape, you know, she's solid, like as to be expected at this level. You know, like I think it's just stereotypical like striker versus grappler kind of setup. But you know, she's no slouch on the ground, and I've obviously, you know, got some accolades and been working hard on my striking. So I think it's going to be a pretty well-rounded fight, and hopefully it's nice and entertaining for the crowd.
Cory McKenna has just dropped a massive bombshell on Dakota Ditcheva, and the MMA community is on fire. In a recent statement, McKenna boldly said, "Dakota, I'm a striker and a grappler. You're only a striker, so I'll beat you. And I'm the future star because I'm more well-rounded. And yes, more beautiful too." Harsh words directed straight at the undefeated Dakota Ditcheva, who's currently dominating the PFL and is on the verge of becoming Britain's first female MMA world champion. But while Cory was stirring the fire, Dakota kept her cool. In a pre-fight interview, when asked if she had a specific strategy going into the fight, Ditcheva simply said, "No, I don't have any strategies really. Just get in there and do what I train. Just do what I'm there to do."
Do you have any strategy going into the fight?
No, I don't have any strategies really. Just get in there and do what I've trained, just everything, and do what I'm there to do.
But what makes this even more shocking is how confident McKenna has become in recent months. Confidence she earned the hard way, inside the cage.
Well, I tell you something, I'm very excited to see Dakota Ditcheva again. Never seen Cory McKenna from the BKK gym. A 3-minute round, 48 kilos. K1 rules action here on 2 technical.
Moments after one of her most impressive wins at Cage Warriors 104, Cory McKenna went live and shared her thoughts, and it showed exactly why she feels ready to take on anyone. "I'm so happy, especially to be back finishing fights," McKenna said with a smile. "After the last one didn't really sit quite right, it feels good to show everyone what I'm capable of again."
Yeah, I'm so happy, and like especially to be back finishing fights. You know, after the last one, didn't really sit quite right, but I'm so happy to be back finishing fights and showing everyone what I'm capable of.
She talked about the challenges she faced in the first round. "I got caught with a couple of things that I actually saw coming," she admitted. She's a black belt grappler. "I knew it'd be a tough fight. But I'm so happy to come away with that win, especially beating her in her own game."
I mean, I got caught with a couple of things that I hate to say it, I knew it was coming, and still, like, she caught me, so fair play to her. But I knew I was in for a tough fight. You know, she's a black belt, like, grappler, and I knew that she was gonna, you know, give me a little bit of trouble. But I'm so happy to come away with that win, especially, like you say, beating her in her own kind of game.
Her victory came via submission against a judo black belt and BJJ brown belt, proof that her ground game is no joke. McKenna continued, "That win was a testament to all the work I've been putting in. But I've got to give her credit. She's a class opponent, and I was happy to share the cage with her." And when asked about her training camp in California with Team Alpha Male, she lit up. "There are so many people there around my size. 115ers, 125ers. It's perfect. Faber's put so much time into me. Private sessions, pad work, grappling drills. I can only go up from here." When asked what advice she'd give to young women entering MMA, McKenna gave one of her most genuine answers yet. Just get stuck in. It's not about age, it's about experience. Put in the hours, do what you love, and anyone can do it. I've been doing this for years, and I've loved every minute.
And I really think that's a testament to all the work I've put in. But again, take nothing away from her. She's a class opponent, and I'm so happy to share the cage with her.
Speaking of the work you've put in, you've been training in California with Team Alpha Male. What do you feel you got the most out of this training camp?
Like you say, there's so many people there, like bodies-wise. There's like, you know, 125ers, 115ers, like little guys, little girls. So I get I get to look at all the styles and everything, so it's perfect. But also, Faber's put so much time into me, and I'm so appreciative of that. So I want to like make sure I give him a massive thank you. You know, he's constantly he's working with me in classes, putting the privates in, pad work, grappling sessions, and you know, working with people like that, I can only go up. You know.
And you are such an inspiration for young women out there who want to pursue something in MMA. Do you have anything you would like to say to them?
Just get stuck in, you know. I mean, it's not about age or it's about experience. So put in those hours and anyone could do it, you know. I've been doing this for years and I love every minute of it. So if it's something you enjoy, just get stuck in and get doing it.
That moment at Cage Warriors was the turning point, the beginning of a new version of Cory McKenna, composed, confident, and absolutely fearless. But this isn't the first time Cory McKenna and Dakota Ditcheva have shared the same stage. Years ago, long before the Fame and World titles, the two met at the Too Raw, Too Ready Muay Thai event.
Unusual style of McKenna. She closes her eyes when she punches. Dakota's a very good kid.
Back then, McKenna was confident she could use her pressure to break Dakota's rhythm. But once the bell rang, it was a showcase of Ditcheva's precision striking, snapping kicks, clean counters, and unmatched composure. Round after round, Ditcheva picked her shots beautifully and controlled the fight from range. By the end, the decision was unanimous. Dakota had proven herself as one of the most promising Muay Thai prodigies in Britain. That early clash planted a seed, a quiet rivalry that's now starting to explode years later.
I'm not going to be ready for the London card. I went into the fight with some health issues and came out with a couple more health issues. So I'm gonna have to take some time to heal up my body, like inside and out. Like I say, I've only been back training for like a day or two, and then even still, there's still some stuff that I've been having to deal with. The last one was my last fight on my contract, so we renegotiated and renewed that. So I've got another full fight deal. But no, my only goals right now is like say staying healthy and working my way up to that title contention.
Today, McKenna's game is different. Her striking has evolved, her grappling is elite, and her mindset is sharper than ever. Under the mentorship of Uriah Faber and surrounded by elite-level teammates, she's become one of the UFC's most disciplined young fighters.
Come on in.
Down the fence.
Oh, we're ready.
So long and rangy.
Put away.
She's made it clear. She's not just a grappler anymore. She's a complete mixed martial artist. And that's exactly why her call-out of Dakota Ditcheva hits differently. It's not just trash talk. It's a statement of readiness. On the other side, Dakota Ditcheva continues to destroy everything in her path.
Opponent fighting out of the red corner. She's a Muay Thai specialist and stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. She weighed in officially at 126 pounds and holds a professional record of 5 victories and no defeats. Fighting out of Manchester, England, Dakota Ditcheva.
Undefeated with 12 wins, most coming by knockout or TKO, she's been a nightmare for anyone standing across from her. Her striking is clean, fast, and devastating. But what's even more impressive is her composure under pressure. She's now preparing for the biggest fight of her career, the PFL World Championship final against former UFC contender Taila Santos. If she wins, she doesn't just take home $1 million prize. She becomes Britain's first ever female MMA world champion. And yet, amidst all the glory, McKenna's comments have shifted the spotlight again. After the striker and grappler bombshell went public, fans were split right down the middle. Some praised McKenna's confidence, saying her ground game could expose Dakota's biggest weakness. Others saw it as pure disrespect, a fighter trying to use Dakota's name for attention. But McKenna didn't back down. She clarified in a follow-up statement, "It's not about hate. It's about proving I'm better. I respect her, but I've trained to beat anyone, and that includes Dakota."
I knew that she was going to, give me a little bit of trouble, but I'm so happy to come away with that win, especially, like you say, beating her in her own kind of game. And I really think that's a testament to all the work I've put in. But again, take nothing away from her. She's a class opponent, and I'm so happy to share the cage with her.
Fighting out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, here is Catherine, the Animal Corgina. She weighed in at 125.5 pounds. Her record also undefeated at 6 victories, including 5 wins by knockout. Fighting out of Manchester, England, here is dangerous Dakota Ditcheva.
Catherine Corrigines sent a massive bombshell message to Dakota Ditcheva that would come back to haunt her. Catherine Corrigines: "So, I want that challenge. I want that hard fight. I want to have to brawl and bang. And I'm ready for that. And I think after the first 3 that were kind of just..."
So I want that challenge. I want that hard fight. I want to have to brawl and bang. And I'm ready for that. And I think after the first 3 that were kind of just...
The American fighter was ready for war. She wanted the challenge. She wanted to bang. But what she didn't know was that she was calling out a knockout machine. Dakota Ditcheva's response was ice cold and calculated. Dakota Ditcheva: "Yeah, it feels good. I mean, I listened to so many people talking throughout this whole tournament. It's nice to get in the cage and showcase my skills and shut them up that way because I'm not really bothered about proving them wrong. Do you know what I mean? I just kind of get in the cage and prove to myself that they're all just talkers."
Yeah, it feels good. I mean, I listened to so many people talking like throughout this whole tournament. It's nice to get in the cage and showcase my skills and shut them up that way because I'm not really bothered about like proving them wrong. Do you know what I mean? I just kind of get in the cage and prove to myself that they're all just talkers. Yes.
All just talkers. Those words would prove prophetic. And after absolutely destroying Corrigines in brutal fashion, Dakota took to Twitter with a simple message that echoed through the MMA world. Actions speak louder than words. Dakota Ditcheva and Catherine Corrigines, a fight that shocked the entire USA. From trash talk to a brutal first-round finish, this match proved Dakota isn't just hype. She's a knockout machine.
Plum and a right hand. Oh, another one! Big one! Dakota Ditcheva, right hand and a hammer fist! Another knockout for Dakota Ditcheva!
Let's break it down. The tension before this fight was palpable. Catherine Corrigines, an aggressive American fighter with a reputation for toughness, wasn't backing down from anyone. She specifically called out Dakota, demanding the hard fight, the brawl, the battle. Corrigines came into this matchup with confidence, having fought through tough competition. She believed her aggressive style and willingness to engage in firefights would be the key to handing Dakota her first loss.
A lot of clinch work so far, all out from distance. Oh, right hand. And there's the clinch.
And it's going to be a battle of 2 types of clinches. Corrigines, of course, looking for the takedown. Ditcheva will look to stay in this clinch and try to set up knees to the body and shots upstairs with her punches.
But Dakota Ditcheva, she'd heard it all before. Throughout the entire PFL tournament, fighters talked. They promised, they threatened, and one by one, Dakota silenced them, not with words, but with knockouts. The British Muay Thai specialist had built her reputation on precision striking and devastating power. She wasn't interested in trash talk. She was interested in the results. And her Twitter response after the weigh-ins made her intentions crystal clear. She was there to prove Catherine was just another talker. The stage was set, the smart cage awaited, and only one fighter would walk out with their hand raised. When the cage doors closed at PFL 10, Catherine Corrigines had her chance to back up every word she'd said. She wanted to brawl, she wanted to bang, and for about 60 seconds, she tried.
Very good, kid. In and out, in and out. Who's the cage? Who's the cage? Who's the cage? Very good, move away.
Circle.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice work by Catherine Corrigines to catch one of those front kicks from Dakota Ditcheva, but then excellent counter wrestling from Ditcheva to pummel in.
From the opening bell, Dakota Ditcheva came out calm, yet calculated. She maintained her signature upright Muay Thai stance, controlling the center of the smart cage with the confidence of a fighter who'd been here before. Coragenaise, true to her word, pushed forward early with that aggressive style she'd promised. But there was a problem. Catherine quickly realized she wasn't dealing with just another opponent. She was dealing with a different level of precision. Dakota began her work methodically. Stabbing front kicks tested the range. Stiff jabs forced Coragenaise to react rather than initiate. Every movement was purposeful. Every strike had intention behind it. About a minute into the round, Dakota started to find her timing. She landed a solid body kick that made Coragenaise step back, her body reacting before her mind could process the pain. Then came a clean right hand that snapped her opponent's head back violently. Catherine tried to implement her game plan. She attempted to close the distance and clinch, hoping to drag Dakota into the brawl she wanted. But Dakota easily shrugged her off and returned to striking range, maintaining the distance that suited her deadly skill set. The American fighter was game, but she was outclassed, and Dakota was just getting started. Then came the beginning of the end.
Regina's doing a great job of staying, keeping her back against the fence.
Oh. Ooh, there's a plum and a right hand. Oh, another one! Big one!
Dakota landed a clean combination. A right hook followed immediately by a left body shot that visibly hurt Coragenaise. You could see it in Catherine's eyes, the realization that she was in serious trouble. As Coragenaise backed up toward the cage wall, survival instincts kicking in, Dakota pressed forward like a predator sensing wounded prey. She threw a flurry of punches with deadly accuracy. Each shot was thrown with bad intentions. Each strike was designed to finish the fight. The American fighter crumpled, and without hesitation, Dakota followed her down with brutal ground and pound shots. The referee had seen enough. He quickly jumped in to stop the fight, giving Dakota a first-round TKO victory. Another knockout, another statement, another fighter silenced. The commentary said it all. Dakota Ditcheva with a right hand. And the finish, another knockout for Dakota Ditcheva.
Dakota Ditcheva, right hand and a hammer fake. Another knockout for Dakota Ditcheva!
Catherine Coragenaise wanted the hard fight. She got it. She wanted to brawl and bang. She tried. But Dakota Ditcheva proved once again that when you call out a knockout machine, you better be ready for the consequences. It was another statement win for the undefeated rising star, proving she wasn't just hype, but a serious force in the flyweight division. This wasn't an isolated incident. Dakota Ditcheva has made a career out of proving her doubters wrong. Not with words, but with knockouts.
Jab. Jab. 1, 2. Jab. Double. Jab. 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 Double. Double up.
Taila Santos came in with confidence, full glam, red lipstick, and designer sunglasses. She blew kisses at weigh-ins, threw subtle jabs, even applied fresh lipstick before walking to the cage. She wanted to play mind games. Dakota played a different game. She waited until the cage doors closed, then systematically dismantled Santos with technical striking. The Brazilian wanted to brawl. Dakota gave her a masterclass instead. By round 2, Santos's confidence showed cracks. A crushing knee to the body, a short elbow to the jaw, and precision ground and pound ended the fight. The lipstick was gone. The smirking stopped. Valentina Shevchenko called Dakota overrated before their April 2024 title fight. She claimed Dakota had never fought someone like her. The Italian came out aggressive, even managing to clip Dakota with a right hand early. But Dakota remained composed. A lightning-fast head kick, a devastating body shot. Clean counters that stunned Valentina. By round 3, Dakota landed a left hook that buckled her opponent's knees, followed by a spinning kick flush on the jaw. Another dominant victory, another championship secured.
Very difficult to put away.
Oh!
The power strikes. And that'll do it! Dakota Ditcheva with the 3rd round finish.
What a finish. Beautiful work. Hard shot to the body. She's still hurt. Still can't breathe.
Gonna be surprised when I hit her the first time too. I don't think she's been hit. Like, she hasn't been hit hard.
If you compare my fighting experience, it's huge.
I love to crush dreams, so let's go.
Emma Bragg drops a massive bombshell on ring disrespect and almost slapped Dakota Ditcheva before their championship bout. But Dakota fired back with the perfect response that left Emma broken and in tears on the canvas.
When you make me watch 4 bad boys. Yeah, play both ways, Dad.
She is the current ISKA British champion. From Bolton, Muay Thai, Emma Bragg.
On November 1st, 2016, the ISA Flyweight Championship of Great Britain was on the line, and the tension was explosive. Emma Bragg walked into this fight with serious credentials. 21 fights, 15 wins, and only 6 defeats. She was the experienced veteran representing Team 2 in Bolton, her home territory. The crowd was behind her, and she had every reason to feel confident.
Fights, 8 wins, and not only a star of now, but touted as one of the real all-time stars of the future. And things go the way people believe they will for this young lady. Fighting out of Northern Spirit in Sale.
On the other side stood Dakota Ditcheva, the rising star from Northern Spirit in Sale. With just 8 fights and 8 wins, Dakota wasn't very famous yet. She was still early in her career, which gave Emma the confidence to not just challenge her, but to disrespect her. The physical differences were stunning. Both fighters competed at 50.5 kilograms, but Dakota stood incredibly tall for the weight class, giving her a massive reach advantage. The commentators couldn't believe the height difference when they faced off.
Mentality is everything in matches like these. Just look at the height difference there as they're brought together. Ditcheva, incredibly tall. I haven't got the stats on how tall she is, but as you say, goodness me.
But Emma wasn't intimidated. In fact, she was ready to make a statement before the fight even began. Before the fight, Dakota revealed her mental approach, and it was pure champion mentality. Nothing specific, really. You know, I train. I never specifically train for fights. I've never really seen on a fight before, you know, not that I remember anyway. Probably been at shows, but not remembered that. So I haven't specifically trained for that. I've just worked hard throughout everything and, I don't know, spiritually and things like that, I just think positive. You know, I don't think of anything other than winning. You know, you never hear me say losing or anything like that because I'm not here to lose. It's all about positive people.
Nothing specific really, you know. I never specifically trained for a fight. I've never really seen Emma fight before, you know. Not that I remember anyway. Probably been at shows, but not remembered her.
Yeah.
So I haven't specifically trained for that. I've just worked hard throughout everything, and I don't spiritually things like that. I just think positive, you know. I don't think of anything other than winning, you know. You never hear me say losing or anything like that because that's not I'm not here to lose.
Yeah, well, yeah.
It's all about positivity.
This wasn't just confidence, this was certainty. Dakota didn't study her opponents because she didn't need to. She trained to be unbeatable against anyone. While Emma was focused on Dakota, Dakota was focused on perfection. The commentators picked up on this too. One analyst noted, Dakota is really the girl of the moment in the women's division. She's fighting seemingly effortlessly, causing girls a lot of problems. She fights at high tempo. She likes to come forward. She's very aggressive. She's very fit. All those things combined can cause any opponent problems.
I think Dakota is really the girl of the moment, and in the women's division, she's fighting with, well, seemingly effortlessly fighting, causing girls a lot of problems. She fights at high tempo. She likes to come forward. She's very aggressive. She's very fit. So all those things combined can cause any opponent problems. She's fighting a much more experienced girl.
When these two stepped into the ring for the referee's instructions, the body language told the entire story. Emma Bragg stood there with a cold, focused stare, almost menacing. She wanted to intimidate Dakota, to show her that experience would dominate youth. There were reports that Emma wanted to slap Dakota right there, to humiliate her publicly and prove she wasn't afraid of the hype.
Corner, coming to you by way of Northern Spirit, Dakota Ditcheva.
But look at Dakota, all smiles, nice and calm, completely relaxed. You wouldn't even know she was about to go into a 5-round championship fight. Looking at the body language, Emma Bragg looking very focused, almost that cold stare. In contrast, Dakota looking very, very relaxed, all smiles, nice and calm. You wouldn't know she was about to go into a 5-rounder.
I think you've got to look at the favourite being here, Dakota.
Well, looking at the body language, Emma Bragg looking very focused, almost that cold stare. In contrast, Ditcheva looking very, very relaxed. All smiles, nice and calm. You wouldn't know she was about to go into a 5-rounder. Mentality is everything in matches like these.
The psychological warfare was already won. Emma's attempt at intimidation bounced off Dakota like nothing. And that positive mindset Dakota talked about, it was about to become Emma's nightmare. The opening bell rang, and Dakota didn't waste a single second. She came forward immediately with intent. Emma tried to use her experience and technique to control the pace, but Dakota's speed was on another level. A sharp jab-cross combination snapped Emma's head back and brought the crowd to life. Emma tried to clinch, hoping to slow the pace, but that's when Dakota unleashed her secret weapon, devastating knees to the body. Straight on the counter, Bragg pulled her into the clinch, trying to stick those knees in. Good turn by Dakota.
So Ditcheva straight on the counter. Emma Bragg pulling her into the clinch, trying to stick those knees in.
Good turn by Dakota.
But then Dakota got Emma into her clinch, and the destruction began. She'll step in, long knee again, get those long knees, and that's hurt her.
Her arm across the body, those knees will still drive in.
Hurtful knees in that clinch.
And she'll step in long knee again.
Getting the long knees, and that's hurt Bragg early. It's come back to the corner. Daz Morris telling her the hands above the head. Try and get some air into the lungs.
That's a long time to be. You've got 1 minute 35 seconds. You've just given away a KO. That's a long time trying to survive that round for. And Dakota's going to walk straight in with that long knee again. It's really good line up with the body. Just line up the centre of the body. There's strong knees. Very good knee.
Right, you can see Emma Bragg desperately trying to shield the midsection, but there's just very little she can do.
The power difference was brutal. Dakota poured on a flurry of punches, and a clean shot sent Emma crashing to the canvas. She got up quickly, showing heart, but you could see it in her eyes. She had no answer for this. Moments later, another heavy strike dropped her again. Emma barely managed to survive the round. Come back to the corner. Daz Morris tells her hands above the head, trying to get some air into the lungs. That's a long time to be down. You got 1 minute, 35 seconds.
Let's come back to the corner. Daz Morris telling her the hands above the head. Try and get some air into the lungs.
That's a long time to be.
Emma's corner was already in damage control mode. This wasn't going according to plan. As the second round began, Dakota had all the momentum. Emma tried to show resilience, throwing a few punches and a body kick, but Dakota closed the distance fast. Emma tried to clinch again, but Dakota's knees were absolutely brutal. The commentators couldn't believe what they were watching.
107 for undefeated fastest hydration. Number 24, she makes weight.
This Belarusian kickboxer is the biggest threat to Dakota Ditcheva these days. She's destroying every opponent who dares to step inside the cage with HER, known as Barbie by fans for her striking beauty, but don't let the nickname fool you. Once that cage door closes, she becomes something else entirely. Something ruthless, something devastating.
And we're seeing that. Down goes, get her chin stuck. Wow! She was caught. Maybe the confidence was too high. Barbie connecting with a beautiful shot.
PFL champion Dakota Ditcheva and veteran Belarusian striker Ekaterina Vandarieva. We'll look at their fighting styles, their recent statements, and why this fight could shake the entire women's division to its core. Stay tuned as we uncover all the details of this brewing rivalry. Just days ago, Ekaterina Vandarieva dropped a bombshell message across social media, directly challenging the undefeated PFL champion. Her words were clear and unfiltered. Dakota Ditcheva, you think you're the queen of this division? I've fought legends. I've beaten champions. Your impressive record means nothing to me. I am the biggest threat you will ever face. I've been destroying top-tier competition while you were still building your name. It's time the world sees what a true world-class striker can do. Come September, let's settle this once and for all.
Честно скажу, то, что было в прошлом, никак не повлияло на мою самооценку, потому что все как бы понимают, что, например, когда я с бунта на Супергерл боксировала, как бы были многочисленные экспертные мнения, когда считали очки многие, есть специальные как бы такие фирмы, которые этим занимаются, как бы все говорили, что это абсолютно как бы слитые бои. Что касается, например, тоже тот, да, вроде выиграл бой, пропустил сонную артерию, ну, блин, так бывает, было обидно, конечно, ну, чё так, вот. А последний, да, у меня было просто моральное уже истощение, честно сказать, хотелось уйти из спорта, что я и сделала, но как-то вот ушла вроде месяц назад, буквально Ванчепиши предложил мне продление контракта, я просто сказала.
The post sent shockwaves through the MMA community. Vandarieva wasn't just calling out Dakota, she was making a statement. This isn't trash talk for promotion. This is a seasoned veteran putting everyone on notice. Dakota Ditcheva didn't stay silent for long. The 26-year-old champion took to Twitter with her own message, and it was equally provocative. I've heard all the noise. I've beaten everyone they put in front of me. You want to talk about my record? Look at mine. Look at yours in MMA. You're a striker. I'm a complete fighter. You're experienced in Muay Thai. Congratulations. I'm the youngest champion in PFL history and the first British female a world champion. Before you come talking about being the biggest threat, check the scoreboard.
I mean, I've been telling you. I was trying to tell you, but...
You think they're going to listen now, right?
Maybe. I'm sure they'll still be moaning about me, but I'll just keep proving them wrong.
You're the first person to prove this system. Europe Belt World Championship. What's next for you?
Oh, I don't know. The world is mine. I don't know. We'll have to sit together with PFL and see what we can come up with. But I just beat the best girl that's out there out of any other division. So outside of any other division. So I don't know. Me and PFL, I'm sure, will come out with something amazing again. Right from the beginning of this season, if I'd got her in the first round, I would have done the same thing. And they've been talking, she's been saying, she's just a Barbie, she should be a model. Well, a model just beat your ass in round 2, so shut up.
The tweet sparked immediate reactions from fans and analysts worldwide. This wasn't just promotional banter. This was two elite athletes drawing a line in the sand. The gauntlet had been thrown down, and Dakota had picked it up without hesitation. Let's break down exactly who Ekaterina Vanderieva is, because her credentials are nothing to dismiss. Born January 20th, 1991, in Minsk, Belarus, Vanderieva is a three-time Muay Thai world champion with a striking record that speaks volumes. She started her combat sports journey at just 16 years old, and by 17, she had won her first national championship in Muay Thai. What makes her truly dangerous? Her height advantage in her division, her knockout power. More than a quarter of her victories have come by knockout, and her extensive experience competing at the highest levels of combat sports worldwide. In 2011, she defeated future UFC champion Joanna Jędrzejczyk by majority decision to capture the WKN world title. She competed in one championship, faced elite strikers like Janet Todd, Jackie Bunton, and Supergirl Jeroen Sak. Her resume is filled with names that matter.